Hey there. It's almost Thanksgiving, and as you know, when we have Thanksgiving, we have a lot of food. And Thanksgiving's a pretty big holiday, and it's a time when we have different traditions. A tradition is something that we do every year to celebrate the holiday. So a way to describe a tradition would be to say it's something
we do
every
year.
Something
we do every year.
And one of the things that we do every year is we have a big table of desserts for after Thanksgiving dinner. And we happen to love Rice Krispie treats. So this year we are going to make some pumpkins out of Rice Krispie treats. And that's what we're going to do in this cooking activity. And the first thing that we need to do to make our pumpkins is to get everything we need. We need to get everything we need.
Get everything we need.
And while we're getting the things that we need to make our pumpkins, we're going to practice describing some of those things. For example, one thing that we need is marshmallows. Now, depending on the device you're using or the software you're using, you may or may not have marshmallows in your device. So you might have to describe them as a way to communicate them. So I'm going to call them marshmallows during our activity. I'm going to call them the soft, white things.
Soft white things.
Because marshmallows are soft and white. The next thing that we need are Rice Krispies. And I'm almost positive that you don't have Rice Krispies in your AAC device. You might, but if you don't, then we'll have to describe these as well. I already have them measured out in a bowl, so let me show you what they look like. They're kind of little, and they're very crunchy. So when we talk about the Rice Krispie treats in our activity, I'm going to call them little crunchy things.
Little crunchy things.
Okay, so I have my soft white marshmallows. I have my little crunchy Rice Krispies, and we also need some butter. Now, butter is in your device, but let's practice how we would describe that. I think I would describe it as yellow, because it's yellow, right?
Yellow.
So I'm going to just say the yellow stuff, right, or the yellow thing. Okay, we'll also need some food coloring to make our pumpkins orange. We'll need some pretzel pieces to make our stems for our pumpkins. So we can call them hard little things. Hard little things. Or I might want to call them little brown things. Right, there's lots of different ways that you could describe the pretzel. And finally, we're going to use some green frosting. And if you don't have frosting, you could just call it green stuff, right? So we could say green stuff. Green stuff we're going to use to make the leaves and the vines on our pumpkins. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is get a bowl. And we're going to put our soft white things in the bowl. Put in the soft white things.
Put in soft white
Put in the
things.
soft white things, and we have to cook them in the microwave. So let me put them in the microwave. Okay, after 30 seconds, we take it out, we give it a little mix, and then we're going to put them right back in. Look how sticky that is. Marshmallows are sticky. Sticky. Okay, 30 more seconds. We did it for another 30 seconds. They are actually getting bigger as they get softer. And before I put them back in the microwave, I'm going to put my butter in, because the butter and the marshmallows have to mix together. The yellow and the white have to mix together. Okay, let's mix. I think it's probably just going to need a little bit more time in the microwave. Okay, so I've been stirring and stirring and stirring, and now the butter, the yellow stuff, right? The yellow stuff.
Yellow stuff. Yellow stuff.
Is all mixed in. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to put it in.
Put
We're going to put our white stuff
white stuff
in
into
our little crunchy stuff.
little crunchy
Into our little crunchy things.
things. Put white stuff in little crunchy things.
But before we do that, I think that we should make our white stuff orange so that it's all mixed together. In my box, I have green, I have yellow, I have blue, and I have red. I do not have orange.
Orange.
I don't have orange. So what do I need to do? I need to make orange.
Orange.
And the way I'm going to make orange is I'm going to mix yellow and red. So I'm going to mix yellow and red.
Mix yellow and red.
I'm thinking I probably am going to do maybe 4 or 5 drops of each. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. And let's do equal for the yellow. We'll do 5 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to show you this because it's already starting to turn orange. All right. So I think that I want this to be even darker orange, so I'm going to add some more yellow and some more red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. Let's go ahead and mix that together. Oh yeah, that's going to be a much better orange. Okay. I'm going to put my colors away. And now, again, we have to put our, now it's orange stuff, right? We have to put our orange stuff in to our little crunchy cereal. So here's our bowl with our little crunchy cereal, and I'm going to pour in the orange stuff. Okay, I have poured in or put in my orange stuff, so now I need to mix it.
Mix
them together. All right, so I've mixed orange stuff into the little crunchy stuff. I've mixed the marshmallows into the cereal, and now it's time to make my pumpkin. So I'm going to make it by rolling some of the stuff into a ball. I'm going to roll it into a ball. And here's a little trick. It's really, really sticky. So if you put a little bit of butter on your hands, it sounds gross, But you put a little bit of butter on your hands and then it won't stick to your hands while you're rolling it. Let me grab a plate. So I can put it on the plate once I finish rolling it. All right, so we have finished making our pumpkin shapes out of our Rice Krispie treats, and now we need to put on the stem. Or, as you may remember, we called it a hard brown thing. Right?
Put on the hard brown thing.
Put on the hard brown thing, and each one of our pumpkins gets a little stem. I have some broken up here that I'm just, some broken pretzels. Have to put them on. This one's a funky stem right here. And one more. Let's do this one. All right. They're starting to look more. They're starting to look like. And let's find our pumpkins. Believe it or not, pumpkin's a fruit.
Pumpkins.
It's starting to look a little bit more like pumpkins now. The last thing we need to do is put on some of our green stuff.
Put on green stuff. Put on green stuff.
To make little vines and little leaves on it. So let me go ahead and open this.
Open this.
Got this open. So now I'm going to create some vines. I'm just going to squeeze and maybe put a leaf on it. And another vine coming down here. And maybe one more leaf. And another vine on this side. Okay, I'm going to do that for all of our pumpkins. All right, and here is your Thanksgiving Rice Krispie treat pumpkin. I hope you make these. I hope you have fun, and I hope you enjoy them. Happy Thanksgiving!